Hello, great job today. Tell you what, we're going to do a couple practices. If you practice these 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, I guarantee you the transition from going to chord is going to be easier. As you know, the first principal lesson is the spider exercise. So every time you start, I would suggest having your 4 fingers and then start an extension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try that by going up through the whole process. That's going to take our normal spider exercises and put a little extension on it. That's going to help that finger get used to moving, making some muscles. We can also do first finger slide and then 3, 4. Both of those essentially function the same way, but your first finger is already strong. There's no reason to do it. The only reason to do it is for form, so you know how to go. Something like that in a lick. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about G major, G major, and G major. First fingering, second finger, and third fingering. When we play the third fingering, as you know, I can scooch it up and then bar, which would give me the same chord, but just a half step higher, making it a sharp chord. So G major goes to a G sharp. The only one I would really play with that in these finger extensions is the third set. You can, by going like that and do this, but as I said, that's not comfortable for me. I like to leave a finger in between that, which makes it a lot easier, especially when you get up the headstock. You get a little bit more foundation there. Remember to keep your thumb in the middle and not pointing up that way or even wrapping around. Didn't seem too bad today, so I didn't really correct it. Only did it a couple times, and it was on the chords we were struggling with. This exercise will help with that. So play a G major, then a G major, and then a G major. Scoot that up to an A major, and then turn it into an A minor. If we played in rhythm, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Third time, here comes the scooch up to an A major, and now on an A minor. Nice. So here it is fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that went? Do it slow, do it fast, do it medium. Then after you do it like 5, 10, 15 times, add the F. One of them. Doesn't matter if it's this one or if it's this one. Then play from A minor to F major, A minor, F major, G major, F major, G major, F major, C major, F major, C major, F major, and then randomly do eighth notes. G major, C major, F major, and then take it to an inversion. So if you play with your first and second finger, which we're trying to get away from, you cannot go back to this and have it be easy. However, if you play your F major in your second inversion, you quite literally can leave this middle finger open, drop this back, and lay that down for the same exact chord. Meaning, G major, C major, F major without the middle finger, and then drop it back for the other F major. Should look like this. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Feels like a Dylan tune. Tangled up in blue, baby. After you do those couple movements over and over again, your fingers should hurt. It will help go between a G and an F, C and an F, A minor and an F. As far as your song today, here's what the walk down looks like. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, singing words of wisdom, let it be. I had the F. I played an F with a E over the top. I played an F with an open D over the top. And then I played a C major, but I gave super special important notice to the lowest finger, which I didn't move. It was on there the whole time. Ta-da. So work on that, doing the eighth notes. Eighth note, 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 three different processes will definitely help the movement. Another thing you can try and do is when it gets through the whole song after the second verse, and the cloudy night, yada yada, it does that same la, 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 but it does a whole walk down with a F, E, D, C. I just blanked out. B, A, G. Is it? It's a G. So F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, and then C. If you put the chords down around the melody, just the way that they feel in first possession, they do work. It's a great tune. Have fun. The other tune that we talked about was a fish tune called Sparkle. I'll also put the link to that. It has this... This is cool because it has two different chords on the ending. So it's a G, C, G, F, G, C, G, D, G, G, C, G, F, G, C, G, D, C. So when we played that first time, I used this F and this D. Second time, I'm going to use this F, and then I'm going to use that D. So the takeaway is this F and this F sound the same, they're just an inversion. And then this D and then this D sound the same, they're just different inversions. Work on both of those this week and I'll send it through and then you'll know a fish tune. Lots of fun. Those are the only three chords of the whole thing, I believe. Anyway, it's good seeing you. Bring those strings tomorrow and I'll change those strings out for you. Aloha.